That was one of the most menacing walk downs that I've ever seen in my life. That was Tank Davis versus Frank Martin, which did not disappoint at all.
How the fight probably is going to go. It's almost like I just got out of a DeLorean. I think Tank's going to give away 5 rounds. He's going to settle in. And then in the 8th round, Frank Martin's going to jump in without footwork, and he's going to get caught by an uppercut, and it's over with.
Now, when you get into it, here's what happened in that fight. And this is what made you have certain confidence about really knowing the science of boxing. I'm going to tell you exactly what Tank did at the beginning of the fight and the mindset that people really didn't believe that Frank Martin had. But guess what? When he made the decision to come out into that fight, after his music played, you felt that he had a belief system. But when they came out into the first round, I remember when Mike Tyson had gotten out of prison and Peter McNeely was his first opponent. And when you saw Peter McNeely and Mike Tyson face off, you knew you were looking at pure fear. And when I got the chance to really break into it, this was exactly what that was. Even though Mike Tyson's fight only went 1 round, but it was the exact same kind of vibration. Frank Martin was boxing, supreme boxing, to a point where he got comfortable, but he knew the heat was always coming. Double jabs, he exchanged typically where people don't throw back at Tank. He gave him some of that back, so it was kind of like he's not going to be subdued by the bully. There is that little thing present though with him, that he does know how good Tank is. There's always that. But what was beautiful about him suffocating that was, let me see right here, when he was taking the liberty to tie him up and tackle him, which he did a couple of times. I was like, what is he doing? But I know what that is. Like I said, on the show the other night, when I was getting ready to get off, I told you one thing was going to happen. He was going to show him too much respect. He was going to box beautifully. I said it. I can't escape it because it's on the record. But what I say is he's going to give him too much respect, because at some point in time, you got to have your presence must be known. And what you were saying to Tank was, I really know I can share the ring with you, but that's his Super Bowl. He's not going to just have the whole package to beat Tank. He just doesn't have it all, and not enough of what you do need. You need a lot of luck. And even with luck tonight, you got an opportunity to hit him clean several times. And the dude he's just like Canelo in that department. He just doesn't get fazed by getting punched really hard and really clean. So that's always going to be a problem. I don't know what you guys thought. I don't know who saw it, but if you saw that fight, you saw something, that's telling. I mean, Tank walked out, and I'm gonna tell you how he approached the 3 things that he did that really made me take my respect to another level for him. He made a decision. He came out in the first round. He walked to this guy. He put on his high guard, peekaboo earmuffs, and walked to this dude from beginning to the end. And every single time he was standing there, he was just absorbing the dude's punches. And he knew he was doing it, but he was putting so much mental pressure on him. He was walking right into his chest. He was cutting, he was feinting, he was level changing. He was giving him everything. So he was staying on his nerves. So the coach says in the corner, I want you to check this out because this was funny to me. The coach said, "Now it's the 6th round." I said, "It's the 6th round." It felt like it was like the 11th round. I don't know why, but that fight just seemed like it took a long time because you could just see what was happening. But the kid was having so much success that it was really, he really, really could be that guy as long as he don't fight Tank or Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. I mean, he can't beat those guys, but he can definitely compete and make it an interesting fight, sort of like Ken Norton did for Muhammad Ali. Even though he beat Muhammad Ali, he was just that annoyance, that thing that just stayed on his nerves. So that's how the fight played out, and for the most part, it was a good fight. I mean, Tank literally, it was the most maniacal method of walking a person down and taking their soul and closing it out with an uppercut overhand. It was beautiful. I mean, it was just marvelous, Marvin Hagler-esque. Just John the Beast Mugabe. He was all of it mixed in one. Bo Jack, pull Bo Jack up. Beaujack. Pull Bo Jack up and then talk to me. That was it, man. Congratulations for the team Martin for getting the opportunity and showing up. You know, he didn't come short at all. That was a great fight. He has nothing to feel bad about. I mean, this dude is just a different animal. And sometimes you hear that, but you really don't know what you know, you just think people say that, but this is really that. I mean, this was a really, really competitive fight of a couple of brothers from the hood who want to prove it's them, that they are the one. And that's a big pill to swallow. So hats off to those guys, man. Thank you guys for taking the time to check out the channel. Next time we hop up here, we're gonna have some feedback about this fight. Let me know what you're thinking about this fight. You know, did it really meet your expectations? I was about to actually share the post-fight press conference, but what I'm going to do is tell you guys to just, if you want to see it in full, make sure you come back to the channel when you wake up, and it'll be a nice pressed up one there for you. A weigh-in post fight press conference. It's all good. So thanks again. Be blessed. Make sure you subscribe if you like watching, learning, and seeing boxing. Follow for more.